it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad, yo. And when I say I'm sorry, it's not that I repent of the judgment that's going to come upon you women and you 2/3 niggas and you Gentiles. You know, I don't give a damn about the Gentiles for real. They got to get it because they got to be recompensed for enslaving us back to back to back. Every nation pretty much enslaved Israel. So they're going to just drink a whole large cup of the Lord's indignation. But, you know, I'm saying I'm sorry because it's like, you ever seen something so pitiful, such a pitiful case, and all you can be like, damn, I'm so sorry you got to feel that. I'm just sorry y'all gonna have to feel this. Y'all gonna have to feel that, man. And it is what it is. Call halal Yahweh ahchyam Yahweh Shai. His judgments is righteous, and honestly, it is what it is, man. A lot of y'all are born in vain. A lot of people are born in vain. They're born to be vessels of wrath, man, to be vessels of destruction. And you're just fulfilling your cup of iniquity. And when it's fulfilled, when the world has it fulfilled in general, and it's about fulfilled now, the Lord's gonna go ahead and bring down tremendous judgments on this place. You like these horror movies? That's what you're going to be seeing. They're showing you in Hollywood what's about to hit the land because they know the scriptures. The Vatican got all the scriptures. The papal Roman papacy, they have the scriptures under the Vatican. They know who we are, and they know prophecy. You understand? And they know what's coming. So what they do, they give you predictive programming. Even with these superhero movies, they know the elect is going to be risen. They know we're going to have the power. So they give you predictive programming through putting it in Hollywood and in the movies and having you think that it's fictional. But just to get back on topic, man, Isaiah 65, verse 12 to 15, the elect, the 144,000 elect, and even the 1/3, because the elect is going to help the 1/3. The 1/3 name is written in the book of life. Archangel Michael, that great prince, is going to stand up for the 1/3. Okay? And I'm going to get into that very soon. Okay? So we're going to eat. The 1/3 is going to be tried. They might not know when they're going to eat. But the elect, the 144,000, we're going to have abundance, man. We're going to have abundance, man. We're going to be good. We're going to laugh. We're going to laugh at destruction. We're going to laugh at famine. We're going to laugh when Yahweh ahchyam Yahweh Shai opens up the pits of the abyss and these demons come out and start tearing people up. We're going to laugh at that shit, man. Because look at the hell we go through now. Look at the scoffers we got to deal with now. Look at these feminists, Judite daughter, not even daughters of Zion, man. A lot of you woman is phony, man. Y'all not really in this truth for real, man. Y'all feminists. Y'all bringing that same Babylonian woman worship to the truth. You can't do that. And we have some humble ones. Y'all gonna be 1/3, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be taken care of too. Yahweh weighs the heart. He knows his upright woman, which is a stretch to say, but he knows his humble, meek, feminine woman and his sincere woman, and he knows the 2/3 nigga-like woman who's just gonna die, man. And most of you women are just gonna die. A lot of y'all just gonna it's gonna really be really bad for you all. It's beyond what I could even explain, and it's so funny because all the men of the Lord know this. It's all in the spirit. The Lord is preparing our minds that have to get me prepared to see this happen to our own people. Let alone the heathen. We're gonna see it happen to the Gentiles. But we're definitely gonna see it amongst 2/3 of our people, man. It's gonna be really bad. But we shall eat, we shall have food, we're gonna be safe, we're gonna have the power, we're gonna have plenty of alkaline water, we're gonna have food, we're gonna be straight, man. Yahweh ahchyam Yahweh Shai is gonna take care of his elect. And we're gonna help take care of the 1/3. Okay? But let's go to Psalms 110:6. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many nations, man. When this goes down, man, Yahweh ahchyam Yahweh Shai is not playing no games, man. It's going to go down for real. It's going to be really bad, man. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. We all know this one, right? Jacob's trouble, right? It's a parallel to Jeremiah 30:6 or the 30:7. One of those is in Jeremiah chapter 30. It talks about Jacob's trouble. Alas, the day is great. Okay? And let's go to Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up. What time? Jacob's trouble, great tribulation. The great prince, and at that time Michael shall stand up, Salakia, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. He's going to stand up for Yasharallah, for the 1/3 of Yasharallah. And we know it's the 1/3 because it's going to be what? Let me continue. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. It's going to be a time like never before. You thought the Spanish Inquisitions were bad? Oh, you thought the Congos were bad? Oh, you thought American slavery was bad? Oh man, no, it's gonna be worse than that. Okay, and I've been explaining to y'all why. I'm giving you hints to this, man. It's gonna be horrible, man. Let's continue. Such as never since there was a nation even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Okay, good news, right? Comma, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Only 1/3 is going to get delivered. Okay? 2/3 are going to get cut off in the land. During what? Jacob's trouble. And these 2/3 are you niggas, man. I don't got to get into it. All the brothers in the spirit, we know what time it is, man. We know who's going to get cut. And it's unfortunate, but it just got to happen. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4 through 11. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They came from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Okay, what we talked about in Revelation, the 4 angels holding back the destruction. This is going to be a destruction from the Almighty. Y'all think it's cool now, just because it's not full blown. Destruction is going to come suddenly, man. It ain't going to be like right now it's boiling, simmering. But it's just going to explode. It's just going to be like, boom. One day you're going to be out and you're going to see fighter jets just dropping bombs. This is going to be bad, man. I've seen it in visions. I've seen the attacks on the U.S. soil. Impartiality, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen it. You know what I mean? It's going to be really bad. It's going to be really, really bad, man. Let's go back to verse 6. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come to pass as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Boom, that's a cut right there. All the wicked is about to die, man. And we know majority of the world is wicked. It's going to be like barely any people. The Lord is going to preserve a few Gentiles. He's going to preserve a small amount of the other nations, man, because y'all going to have to go into servitude, and I did a video on that, all nations will go into captivity. That's what's going to happen. So I'm not going to go too deep in that because I did a 2-part video on that already. But, the Lord is about to literally, when he says he's about to bathe his sword in heaven, he's really about to do that. It's going to be mass death. It's going to come a time when you're not going to see another person. You're not going to see people. You're going to think you're the only one in the city. It's going to be like 2 people in the city, man. It's going to be locked all the way down, man. It's going to be really bad. Okay? But let me continue. For the stars of heaven, this is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm at verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. You damn man, you woman. Yeah, you Judite woman. Y'all the most arrogant, prideful. I don't mean to cut on these sisters so hard, man, but a lot of y'all be talking shit, man. And I'm not the only brother dealing with this. A lot of y'all is wicked beyond measure, man. The Lord's going to humble y'all asses, and I can't wait, man. Of course, there's wicked jakes among our people. There is. But he's going to kill the arrogancy of the proud, man. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Now, let's go back to Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10. Let's keep this in mind, right? Because I'm touching back on a point. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Okay? And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Okay, now I just read Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10, right? 10 and 11, right? Let's go back up. Isaiah 60, verse 1-2, because with judgment and deliverance is hand in hand. Judgment and the sealing of the elect is hand in hand. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1-2. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. You understand? So when these judgments come back, when these angels, when the elect is sealed, the judgments are not going to come forth. I'm talking about the tribulational judgments. I'm talking about the Lord bathing his sword in heaven. I'm talking about millions and millions and billions of people getting put to death, man. I'm talking about you not seeing another human being out here, it being that bad. I'm talking about when these demons are cut loose, physically cut loose, and are tormenting people. I'm talking about when these FEMA camps are in full swing, killing everybody. I'm talking about when there's famine, when there's no water and there's no food. I'm talking about that day when the Lord is going to bring torments upon these people here, man. I'm talking about that day. Okay? That day shall be as what? Of darkness, right? And they shall be afraid. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4-11. I'm going to start at actually 8-11 and read it again. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, both cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy these sinners out of it. For the stars of heaven and constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, right? And I went over, when will the glory of the Lord shine upon the elect? When will the elect be risen in their darkness? And their darkness is coming. It's about to come. I feel it in the spirit. It's about to come. It's finna to go down. Now let's go to Revelation. And I hope you can, I'm kind of excited, so I'm jumping around a lot of places, but I hope you can see the puzzle pieces that I'm laying out on the spiritual table right in front of you. Let's go to Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Yeah. Esau has but a short time. He's the flesh embodiment, the nation of ahchyam. He has but a short time. This is the last kingdom, and then the next we got next, and it's forever. So what is Esau going to do? He's going to do the will of who? The spiritual Satan. And the spiritual Satan is mad. Because he's about to be cast down, man, into the abyss, to the lake of fire with his other spiritual demons and Esau and these other wicked nations. So what is Satan going to do? And he's going to do it through Esau, because Esau is the physical, like how Yasharallah, Jacob is the physical nation and representation of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, right? We're his chosen. Satan got a chosen people too. Okay? I'm not saying that Esau is the devil, but he might as well be, because that's his counterpart. You understand? He's good. So you got to have an understanding of this when you read this Revelation stuff. Revelation 12:12. He knows that he has a little bit of time, so he's going to come down with great wrath. What's that great wrath going to be? That's going to be partially Jacob's trouble. Yeah, and it's gonna come with these FEMA camps. They're gonna start beheading everybody, trying to chip everybody, to take everybody to hell with him. You understand? They don't got no chance at the kingdom. According to the book of Obadiah, Esau, every Edomite's gonna be cut off by the sword, man. That's why you gotta depart from Babylon, or receive of her plagues. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Edom is the daughter of Babylon. It is what it is. Okay? So it's talking about a nation of people, and a nation of people under the left-hand side. And he's about to come down with great wrath, because he know we got a little time left. Okay? Revelation 12:17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman. The woman is Yasharallah, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's a scattered remnant across the four corners of the earth. Yasharallah, that's Jacob, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So we know that the system, the Babylonian system, Esau, and we can go up higher up, the elites, the Rothschild, they have a New World Order agenda. Okay? And they're going to ride out on Jake, man. They show you this in the movies. They're going to ride out. The KKK is going to ride out. Everybody's going to ride out on Jake. Okay? And it's going to go down like that. But the Lord's going to bring the 1/3 through it, save them out of it. 2/3 are going to be cut off by the hands of their enemies. And 144,000 are going to fight on behalf of the 1/3 and execute the judgments of the Lord and do miracles even in this time. Okay? To be a witness unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But let's correlate Revelation 12:17, which I just read, with 2 Esdras 16:70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? Isaiah 59:19. So shall they, okay, Salakia. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. What's the spiritual standard? The 144,000 elect. He's going to rise up his elect, man. Okay? And he's going to have Archangel, the great Prince Michael, come down and put in work too. So the 1/3, you're going to be taken care of. You just got to stay in the faith. You're going to be tried. You're going to be tried. You know, it's better than being the 2/3. It's better than just being eliminated and selling out. You know, coming back to everlasting shame. You'll make it through, but you're gonna cut. But guess what? By the time of the end of it all, you're gonna be elect in the mind. You're gonna be like as the elect in your mind, because you're gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to see the destruction. You're gonna have to see it, but you'll understand it by the end of it all. You're gonna be brought through it. Okay. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Who is this talking about? This is talking about the elect. Okay? I've commanded my sanctified ones. That's 144,000. I've also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay? We're going to be doing a lot of executing. The elect is going to be doing a lot of executing in the times to come. We're going to be putting in all work for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in every way. In judgment, in mercy, and compassion towards those who may not have the 100% truth, but is trying to, make it. They know they shouldn't get a chip. They know that much, but they just don't know Yahweh Shai how they should. We're going to bring them to that. We're going to heal people. People are going to be getting out of wheelchairs. We're going to have the power, man. And we're going to be putting people to death too, man. That's just what's going to happen. Isaiah chapter 13, and we're going to do it in the name of the Lord. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. We talked about that, right? A little bit early in the video. The elect you're going to visually see a difference. If not, I want to say we're going to have that glow, but it's going to be beyond a glow. A glow is an understatement. We're going to have that shine, that brightness. That brightness, we're going to have it, man. We're going to have the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai upon us. It shall rise upon us, man. Daniel chapter 12, verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars for heaven, stars, Salakia. I'm sorry. I got tongue tied. Daniel chapter 3, Salakia. Daniel chapter 12, verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. That's the elect. We're going to shine. We're going to turn many to righteousness in the last days of tribulation. We're going to be soul saving. We're going to be bringing in people into the kingdom theoretically in the long run. We're going to be doing that. Even if they get put to death on this side. They're going to be getting put to death having the truth and converting and subjecting themselves in the spirit to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because there are a lot of people who don't know the doctrine, man. There's a lot of people who just don't know. We're going to be bringing in these last day ministries, and we're going to be head busting the wicked, and we're going to be doing miracles, man. And we're going to be bringing in the ministry and the truth. And all, we're going to be doing it in all glorification of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's what the elect is going to be doing. And we're going to shine as the brightness of the firmament. Okay? Isaiah chapter 42, verse 1 through 4. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. We gonna be busting heads, Slim. We gonna be smashing y'all. You know, because Jake gonna need the help. 2/3, there ain't no helping them. They're gonna either run and get the chip. They're gonna get, man, the Lord got it out for 2/3, man. Like he's gonna really bathe his sword with the house of Jacob, man. But the 1/3 he's gonna bring through, and the elect is gonna help bring the 1/3 through, man. You understand? But behold my servant, Isaiah chapter 42, verse 1-4. Behold my servant, whom I uphold. Yahushua upholds us. Mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. Yahushua delighteth in the elect, because we delighteth in him. We love the scriptures. We love his ways. I know I got an ancient spirit, because I be seeing some of the craziness out here, and I be like, man, in the spirit, you know, it's all in the spirit. Me talking as a man in the spirit. I be like, man, you know, judgment must take place, man. I be seeing some of this craziness out here in the world, man. I be like, man, Slim needs to be put to death. I be really feeling like that. If a woman's committing adultery, man, I think she needs to be put to death, man. I really feel like that. A lot of us have souls from the days of ancient. A lot of us are just regenerated people in our lot from the days of old. A lot of us are, man. And if you go back to Daniel chapter 12, I think one of the last verse, the Most High told Daniel that he'll be back and he will be standing in his lot. Yeah, in that time. Yeah, Baruch is back, you know? I revealed that in one of my other videos, man. In the, I can't remember what video it was, but just check out my videos, man. But everybody's back in their lot. 2/3 are back in their lot. They were 2/3 then. They probably they put Yahushua to death then. You know, because when Yahushua come back, what'd he say? That even those who pierced him are going to see him. And granted, the Roman centurions pierced Yahushua, but who gave them over? 2/3 niggas, 2/3 of our own people. And who's giving the elect the hardest time now? We're trying to bring out the truth and give the order all in the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh. Who's giving us the problems now? 2/3 niggas. The same 2/3. So Yahushua got some hell for y'all, man. He got straight hell for y'all, man. He's going to be putting y'all to death, man. But let me go back to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 1-4. Let me get through it. I'm almost there, y'all. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. Okay? A bruised reed shall not break, and the smoking flax shall not be quenched. He shall bring forth judgment unto the truth. Call halal Yahushua. And the elect is doing that already. We bring a judgment unto the truth, man. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We don't care how anybody feel about it. We don't care about the scoffers. Yeah, it gets stressful. Yeah, it gets vexing. But we know we're doing it on behalf of Yahushua, and we know that Yahushua HaMashiach was hated first, man. And that's how we know we got the truth. Okay? Let's go to verse 4. He shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his law. Okay? Why should the owls wait for the law? Because it's going to be a famine of the word. Nobody's going to have the word in a minute. Nobody's going to have the word in a minute. And I'm going to get into that. But we're not gonna cry. We're not gonna lift up no voice in the street, man. When there's all this terror and horror and demons pouncing on people and biting them and stinging them and stabbing them, and we see all this craziness going on, we're gonna laugh at the famine and destruction. We're gonna be chilling. We might be walking down the street, you know, eating a banana, you know, biting in the apple, watching people just laying in the street from famine, just alive but just can't even move because they're so weak from starvation. We're going to be seeing all that, dog. But our voices shall not lift up a cry, nor lift up, and our voices shall not be heard in the streets, man. We're going to be what? Wisdom and knowledge is the stability of the times, and we're going to have that in a divine fashion. We already got it now, partially on a lower level. And when I say lower level, it's a high level here in this plane, in this flesh, in this dimension. But it's going to be on, it's a low level compared to what we're going to have when we're sealed. When we're sealed, we're going to have it, bruh. 100% ahchyam. We're going to have it. That's when we're going to be 100%. Because what's going to happen? What's the covenant that Yahushua has with Jacob? That he's going to put his laws and statutes inside of Jacob. We're going to be made perfect at that time. 1/3 is not going to get it. 2/3 not going to get it. But the first fruits are going to get it during tribulation. That's why the glory of the Lord is going to shine upon us. Okay? Now let's go to Amos chapter 8, verse 11 to 12. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Because what's going to happen? In the day of our power, okay, the people will be willing. Jacob's going to be willing then. These women are going to shut their damn mouths then and get some instruction then and not be rebellious then. These 2/3 niggas are going to listen then. But a lot of them aren't going to be able to find the truth. Because you're supposed to seek the Lord while the evil days come not. They're not seeking the Lord. They ain't worried about going to the club, worrying about making a new twerking video, worried about rolling up another blunt, worrying about, everything's comfortable. But the Lord got to kill people for people. It's sad. The Lord got to kill people for them. People only respect death, man. People only respect death and destruction, dog. You understand? It's real. And that's what Jacob is about to see. That's what the world's about to see, really. But it's because Jacob's got to receive it because they're holding hands with the world. Revelations 18:4. I always go back to this. You understand? Depart from Babylon or receive it for plagues. Our people are not departed spiritually from Babylon. Our people, 2/3 of our people are Babylonianized, and 1/3 may have Babylonianized precepts in their life, but they just have part of the truth. So the Lord's going to still bring them through. He's going to protect them and bring them through, but they're not in the completion of the knowledge and wisdom yet. And the elect have reached a certain level to where the Yahweh Shah is going to spare them from the torments completely and use them to bring in the 1/3 and continue to teach the 1/3. That's how it's going to happen. And the Gentiles, man, the nations they just going to get their ass judged, man. It's really nothing that we can do for the nations, man. They're just going to get judged, man. It is what it is with them. But I'm also talking about our people. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. But, yeah. Correlate that Amos chapter 8, 11 through 12, talking about the famine of the word, and precept that with Isaiah chapter 42, verse 4. He shall not fail nor be discouraged, talking about the elect, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his law. We're going to be breaking it down. We're going to be giving the laws of righteousness. Because right now it's a lawless society. It's a lawless world. We're going to be helping people understand these laws. You understand? To bring through the 1/3. Let's go to Acts chapter 1, verse 8. Okay? But ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Ghost, the Ruach HaKodesh, is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Call Halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's talking about the sealing of the elect, when we're going to be sealed. We're going to be witnesses. We're going to be witnesses unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. T.D. Jakes, ain't nobody going to be listening to that bastard then. Joel Osteen, ain't nobody going to be listening to that faggot then. Creflo Dollar, ain't nobody listening to that retard then. Because people are going to realize the doctrine they've been getting ain't delivered them and ain't got them sealed. And that they're dwelling in torments. They're going to be what? Willing in the day of our power. Willing in the day that the elect is risen up. They're going to be willing to learn in that day. 2/3 of them are going to die. It ain't going to matter. It's too late for them. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, the ultimate judge of why and who these 2/3 are going to be. But 1/3 is going to be tried, but they're going to make it through. But they're going to live through, man. They're going to live through the torment. They're going to go through it. Well, that's why we're supposed to pray every day that we may be considered worthy to escape those days. Because who's going to escape it? Out of everybody in the world, the only people who are going to escape those days out of 7 to 7.5 billion people, the only ones who are going to escape that day is the 144,000 elect. Because we're going to be divine. We're going to be good. We're going to eat. We're not even going to have to eat or drink if we don't want to. Because we're going to be divine. But we're not going to be thirsty. If we want to drink, if we want to eat, we can. We're going to have psychic abilities. We're going to have spiritual abilities. We're going to mount up with wings and fly out here. We're going to be able to throw fire and spirit bombs and bring down fire from heaven and burn up the wicked. And man, it's going to be amazing. We're going to have special spiritual powers, man. And it's coming. It's coming, brothers. It's coming. The darkness is coming, which is the indicator. What I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say is that darkness is going to be an indicator of our sealing. That darkness is going to be an indication of our sealing. Okay? That's what's coming. And after the sealing, it's going to be utter. After the Lord rises up his 144,000, immediately, like simultaneously, it's going to be destruction, man. That tribulation is going to start, man. The Lord's going to start bathing his sword. He's going to start bathing his sword. That's what's going to happen immediately, man. It's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. You know, but let me continue. But yeah, like I said in Acts 1:8, man, we're going to be witnesses until Yahweh Shah, unto the uttermost parts of the earth, man. And we're going to receive the power. We're going to have the power, man. Like who? Like there's people in the scriptures who had the power. Like Malak Thawadah, King David. Man, he slayed over 18,000 Philistines in war, dog. Imagine killing 18,000 combatants, dog. Just you alone. That takes spiritual power. David's feet were like hinds feet, man. When he ran, he's probably like running in like 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, was just running through dudes, man, slaying them, dog. That's the power of the Lord. Samson. Come on, man. We all know about Samson. That's the power of the Lord. That's the spirit coming upon them. So we're going to have that spirit, like, it's going to be put on us, and it's going to be indefinite. You understand? And it's going to be like a temporary thing where we have a burst of power, and then, then we come back into our natural vibration, and we're just men again. No, we're going to be glorified, dude. On tap. Power on tap. Power on demand. Okay? And we're going to start bringing in judgment. We're going to start bringing in ministry. You understand? Same thing what we're doing now, except for in that day, we come across scoffers, we can plague their ass. In that day, somebody want to scoff, we can open up the sky and burn their ass up like Elijah did to them people, man, and burn them up with fire from heaven, man. In that day, yeah. And I can't wait. I wish somebody would try to scoff me in that day, man. I'm gonna plague the shit out you, man, cause you're not gonna bear witness against this truth. You're not gonna do it. And we gotta have that militant mind frame, brothers. It ain't about being soft and effeminate. It's about going hard for Yahweh, ahchyam, Yahweh Shah, period, man. We not no simps. We don't care if you're a woman. We don't care if you're a child. We don't care if you're a man. It don't matter, man. You come against the truth, man, you can get judged. You understand? And if you read the scriptures, and if you're actually familiar with the scriptures, that's how Yahweh ahchyam, Yahweh Shah go too. He go like that too. He changes not, man. When them teenage kids and little kids was coming up against Elijah, man, was saying go up there thou baldy, joning on him. All they was doing was joning on him, man, as he was going up the mountain because he had a bald head. He was bald. And man, the Lord brought up two bears to eat, man, to tear them kids up, man. Tore them up. You think the Lord cared that they were kids? No. When Moses came down from the mount, you understand? And they was worshiping that golden calf. Yeah, y'all know that story, but y'all don't know that Moses said who was for the Lord. And anybody who didn't raise their hand and say it was for the Lord, man, they were slaughtered in the middle of the night. Tent to tent. Moses and the Levites put everybody to death, man. Nobody wants to talk about that. That's the spirit we gotta have, man. Fuck 2/3 and fuck anybody who come up against this truth, man. We are to hate what the Lord hates, man. We gotta go hard for the Lord, man. We gotta be in that mentality, dog. Not no soft, effeminate, Christianized mentality. Period. In Ezekiel chapter 9, man, we were instructed to start in the house of the Lord and put the deaf woman, man child, girl child, maid. It didn't matter, man. We ain't no simps. We ain't no soft, man. You're going to figure it out real soon that the men of the Lord ain't soft, man. Y'all going to fear the name of the Lord. Y'all going to fear the men of the Lord very soon, man. We get this power, man. Waiting on it. I pray on it every day, man. I'm almost there, brother. Let's go to John chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Call halal Yahweh ahchyam, Yahweh Shah. Hopefully this is a face booster, man. We're going to be able to do everything Yahweh Shah Mashiach did. He did so much stuff, it's not even all written in the scriptures, man. It can't even all be recorded. We're going to do that and greater. That and greater, dog. Call halal Yahweh ahchyam, Yahweh Shah, man. We shall receive the power, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 41, verse 14 through 16. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, and shall glorify the Holy One of Israel. We're going to have that power, man, to beat down mountains. To beat down mountains like dust, man. To beat down a mountain like dust and watch the wind carry the chaff away. What's chaff? Chaff is like chalk dust, man. You ever been, in school when the teacher, would write on the chalkboard and that chalk dust would accumulate on that little, the ledge? That's chaff. That's what it's going to be, dog. We're going to be able to bust down mountains to that extent, man, and watch it blow away with the wind. The Lord's about to give extreme power to the 144,000 elect, man. Real talk. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 30 through 32. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock have sold them, and the Lord has shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their wine is the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah, their grapes are grapes of gall, and their clusters are bitter, man. When the Lord rises up into our power, one of us will be able to chase away 1,000. Two of us will make 10,000 run away, man. These FEMA martial law troops, man, they ain't gonna have shit, man. They're gonna be so pissed when the 144,000 gets risen up. That's why Shaitan and Esau's gonna hurry up, try to round up as many people as they can, put the chip in them. They're gonna come down with great wrath because the time's gonna be cut so short, man. Come on, dog. They're gonna be trying to get everybody to get the chip in a minute. And if you don't get it, they're gonna try and kill you in a minute, man. They're gonna try to do that to get as many souls as they can to get thrown in the lake of fire with their ass, man. Because the time is gonna be cut short for Esau and for Hashatan, who is the God of Esau, man, because he does the will of Hashatan, man. And it's just the damn truth. Okay? But we're gonna be able to put thousands of people to flight, man. Yeah, one will chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight. We about to have that ability, man. They're not gonna want that smoke with the elect, man. They're not gonna want that smoke. And none of y'all gonna be talking shit in that day either. Yeah, none of y'all scoffers gonna be scoffing in that day. And if you do, you're gonna be put to death, man. Ain't nobody gonna be playing with y'all, man. The Lord is tired of suffering the wicked. The Lord is tired of his mercy and grace. The doors are closing and he's putting it on the hearts of his men. And we're getting tired of this, man. We're getting tired of this shit, man. I'm getting sick of it, dog. I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm sick of Babylon. I'm sick of 2/3. I'm sick of the abominations. We're sick of this shit, man. We can't wait till the Lord raises up so we can judge and bring the truth. We're going to keep doing what we're doing now, man. Except for we're going to be made like fine gold doing it. We're going to be able to fly and have powers and be able to do it, man. And ain't nobody going to play in that day. And if they do, they're going to get put to death, man. Straight like that. I'm going to go ahead and close it out with Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. We're going to be given the power, man. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach willing. Because all to his mercies and grace. We're going to be given the power. Okay? Hopefully this video was edifying. Hopefully it was rejuvenating, a faith booster. Continue to pray that Babylon's days be cut short, that our sealing may occur, that we may receive the power and be witnesses, continue to be witnesses unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Now I'm going to end this with saying all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. And until next time, brothers, Shalawam.